Wait for the confirmation. All right, welcome. This is Nuke Marine presenting Let's Read Japanese, course series for the reading of Japanese text alongside its audio counterpart. Today's video is Shinya Shokudo, the 2016 movie, part 1 of 5. All right, so this is the second movie of the two that were done, and I think these are theatrical movies at that. But yeah, so again, followed 3 seasons of the show, 2 movies. Then there were 2 additional series on Netflix that I'll be doing after this, and as soon as that, right after the Time Taxi, where I finish up the Time Taxi series. Okay, with that, we can get started. All right, so with that said, for those of you on YouTube, if you enjoy this video, remember to give it a like and leave a comment. Feedback's welcome. If you like this series, like to see more like this, you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is part of the Let's Learn Japanese project, so if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you appreciate what I'm doing helping the Japanese learning community, you can support that via the Patreon. The links are in the description below, as well as links to the website that Otaku Dave's put together and the community Discord. Finally, if you'd like to hire me on commission, the technical assistance or advice, usually it's one-on-one to help get started utilizing some resources like this, or the people who like to get restarted into learning Japanese that had stopped for whatever reason. The hourly rates and the payments can be done via the Patreon, and the direct link specifically for that is in the description as well. Okay, with that, we'll get started. This is, we'll be going to about the 23-minute mark on the movie. This takes roughly about 40 minutes or so. Yeah. But yeah, so this is the 2016 movie, part 1 of 5.
一日が終わり、人々が家路へと急ぐ頃、俺の一日は始まる。営業時間は夜12時から朝7時頃まで。人は深夜食堂って言ってるよ。メニューはこれだけ。あとは勝手に注文してくれりゃ、できるもんなら作るよってのが俺の営業方針さ。客が来るかって？それが結構来るんだよ。
どこだったの？
僕ら落合です。
どこだった？落合。
僕ら落合です。東西線で。
東西線。
火葬場がある斎場がいい。
あ、cremation ceremony。斎場。斎場の方。OK。火葬場がある斎場。So, funeral home, crematorium, funeral home.
火葬場がある斎場がいいってことで。
マリンは？
私は町屋、都電の。
うん。
私は町屋、都電の。
こうもお通夜が重なるなんて妙な巡り合わせだな。
Passing of people. Awake vigil. こうもお通夜が重なるなんて妙な。巡り合わせ。
こうもお通夜が重なるなんて妙な巡り合わせだな。
何書いてるの？
俺もこの年だろ。あと何回晩飯食えるか分かんないから ちゃんと忘れねえようにさ。それにこうやって書くとな、一回一回の晩飯大事にしようって気になるんだよ。
あと500回はいけんじゃないの？
それじゃ2年持たねえじゃねえかよ。
If you go to some place like a night, almost every evening and have yeah, that can catch up quick.
こんばんは。
よっしゃ
こんばんは。
いよっしゃい。
あら、あんたたちも
Another one?
あげる。ゆで卵にでも使って。知り合いのバーのママでダメなこと自分で分かってたみたいで、お家に行ったらカーテンも外されてきちんと畳んであった。
兄さんごめんなさい。
人間って悲しい時でもお腹はすくのよね。私もペコペコ甘い卵焼きとビール。
私豚汁定食ジャンボで。
はいよ。
You.
あ、りゅうちゃん。
落合ですか？あ、町屋ですか？落合ですか？あ、町屋ですか？それとも桐ヶ谷？
キリギリアイキリギリ谷。キリが谷。キリが谷。Okay.
それとも桐ヶ谷？
キリガヤ。Oh, okay.
本願寺ね。
So I guess these are people's names. Man, there's a lot of people passing away. Okay. Honganji. Well, that's the temple. Honganji.
築地ですか？
Fuji.
大物で。
マスター、グラス追加。
はいよ。
一緒に乾杯しよう。
And usually for these, you don't do kanpai and cheer. You just silently, raise and drink. I'm assuming that's how they're going to do this, since it's not a cheerful occasion.
どうなってんだよ今日は。
これしました？
あ、
Kazuka. Kasuka Noriko. Oh, Akatsuka and Noriko.
私はいいんで。
いらっしゃい。
例のやつお願いできますか？
はいよ。はいよ。
お水のおかわりどうですか？それともあったかいお茶の方がいいですか？
自分で頼めますから。びっくりしました、皆さん喪服で。
喪服。Hmm. You know, and this is one of the problems with hazy keywords, because the hazy keyword for this is miss. But, is it like miss as in, but in this one, make sure like miss as in you miss someone who's not there anymore, as opposed to miss as in you're aiming at something and didn't hit. I'm, I could be, I'm assuming that's what's happening here. Um, that's where hazy keywords can fail. It is good when you get a kanji list if you're going to study. If you can see something that has more than just a hazy keyword, like actually what some other meanings of this kanji could be, in addition to what are some words that use this kanji. That would be my recommendation. Now you kind of see it here. You might see sometimes. So that's if the kanji is used by itself. But I think like the top 5 words that use a particular kanji would make for a very good addition to the particular, you know, to like a kanji to a kanji list, like in this particular dictionary. Not only just include the frequency, which is useful, but I usually use what's called a tethered sort, which means that not only is it like how's it frequent as in total, but also like let's say out of 100,000 per every 100,000 characters, how often would this particular one appear in that 100,000? So let's say on the average sources, that'd be a little different than frequency, slightly different. Um, since in one source might appear a number of times, since that's why you don't want to do it completely on average. You want to do it like, okay, per source, how often does it appear? Say if a source of 100,000 characters. Mofuku. Okay.
びっくりしました。皆さん喪服で。
あなただって。
違うんです。私、仕事のストレスがたまると気分転換にこの格好で街出歩くんです。
She sounds. Hmm.
気分転換にこの格好で街出歩くんです。
Kibuntenkan, change of okay, mental diversion. Kibuntenkan. Machide? Yeah, yeah.
気分転換にこの格好で街出歩くんです。それで締めにここで焼肉定食食べて。それで締めにここで焼肉定食食べて明日も頑張ろうって。
Hmm.
ごちそうさまでした。
So this is her story, yeah?
何あれ。
コスプレみたいなもんでしょ。男は未亡人とか喪服の女に弱いから。
本人は
男は未亡人とか喪服の女に弱いから。
本人は声かけられてもついていくことはないって言ってるけどね。
でもあんまりいい趣味とは言えねえな。
いやー、そそられちゃいますよね。喪服の似合う女性って。
そそられる。そそられちゃいますよね。
いやー、そそられちゃいますよね。喪服の似合う女性って。たまに見るからかな。ゲンさんみたいに喪服に慣れてるとそそられないんでしょうけど。
どういう意味だよ。
流れ玉に当たる方とかひっきりなしなんでしょ。
これかな。ひっくりなし。Imagines. No. 投げられたのね。
流れ玉に当たる方とかひっきりなしなんでしょ。
全部差し歯にしてやろうか。
差し歯差し歯。 Guess you want your teeth knocked out, I think is what he's implying there.
全部差し歯にしてやろうか。
確かに。
インプラントにしてあげな。
あの子仕事何やってんのかしら。
確か彼女のことを知ってるんですか？
前にここで会ったことがあって。そうだ、仕事は出版社の編集者って言ってましたよ。
Really? An editor at a publication.
なんで私が担当を外されなきゃいけないんですか？なんで私が担当を外されなきゃいけないんですか？
Oh, okay. Yeah, editor, but not the leading editor. So, editor in chief. Okay. 編集者、編集長。
俺は反対。
なんで私が担当を外されなきゃいけないんですか？
俺は反対したんだけど、上がね、ポットでの若手小説家に。
ポットで若手ポット
での若手小説家に君みたいな優秀な編集者を独り占めさせるのはもったいないだろって。もったいないだろ。君みたいな優秀な編集者を独り占めさせるのはもったいないだろって。
新人賞もらって部数新人賞もらって部数も10万部突破して、でも一発やって言われないためには次が勝負なんです。
部数も
いや次が勝負なんです。でも一発やって言われないためには、新人賞もらって部数も10万部突破して、でも一発やって言われないためには次が勝負なんです。担当戻してください。
ある意味罪だよな。ある意味罪だよな。仕事ができすぎんだもん。
日本語通じてます？
なんすか急にこんなとこ呼び出して。
おめでとう。あなたが私の代わりなんだってね。
どうも。名前を汚さないように精進しますんで。
精進。
名前を汚さないように精進しますんで。
知ってんでしょ、私がなんで担当外されたか。
あの人売れたから天狗になってるんだと思うんだけど。
売れたから天狗になる。
売れたからあの人売れたから天狗になってるんだと思うんだけど、のりこさんのこと大したアイディアも出さないくせになんか癖ばっかりつけてきてうざいって。 難癖ばっかりつけてきてうざいって。それで直接編集長に「のりこさん外さなきゃうちでは書かない」って。僕が言ったって絶対誰にも言わないでくださいよ。
うん。
はい、お待ち。
今度担当するベテランの作家さんからも
担当するべ。
今度担当するベテランの作家さんからも最初に釘刺されたんです。今度担当するベテランの作家さんからも最初に釘刺されたんです。女のくせに原稿に口出しするなんて立場をわきまえなさいって。女のくせに原稿に口出しするなんて立場をわきまえなさいって。
今える
なんて女のくせに原稿に口出しするなんて立場をわきまえなさいって。もうイライラしちゃって。
そうか。
うん。
それで今日もその格好なんだ。
ね、マスターは普段着の自分とサムへ来てる自分のどっち。
サムエ。うん。普段着の自分とサムエ着てる自分。
どっちが普段着の自分とサムへ来てる自分のどっちが本当の自分かなって考えたりします。
うん。
うん。そんな風に考えたこともなかったな。
うん。
のりこちゃんは違うのかい？
もう服着てる私に声かけてくる男って単純だな、バカだなって内心笑ってたんですけど、
In secret, or like probably in, yeah. まだそうですね。内心笑ってたんです。
単純だな、バカだなって内心笑ってたんですけど、まあちょっと悪い気もしなくて。じゃあこれ着てない私が求められてるのかって言ったら、
うん。
すいません、何言ってんだろ
うん。
う。はあ、肉が食べたくなってきた。
だな。スタミナつけて次の仕事で見返してやりなよ。
はい、がぜんやる気になってきました。
がぜんやる。にわかに。突然。suddenly. Okay. がぜん。
がぜんやる気になってきました。
がぜん。
じゃあ肉を。
はいよ。
よ。
赤塚です。原稿取りに参りました。
うん。
失礼します。松島屋の豆大福。
松島屋。松島屋。うん。豆大福。先生。
松島屋の豆大福。
Okay. The heck? You passed away? Suicide? Hmm. Ishida-san.
ご愁傷様でした。
ご愁傷。ご愁傷。Shoe? Let me look at this. Alright, so aching heart, distress, grief, lament. Okay. What Hazing number is this? Okay, yeah, so I probably had learned it previously, just forgot about it. It looked familiar, but to grieve and lament. Okay. ご愁傷様でした。
この度はご愁傷様でした。
ご愁傷様でした。うん。
先生は仕事場で亡くなられたそうですね。
ええ、執筆中に脳一血で。
執筆中執筆。Alrighty. 執筆中に。No, what was it? No ikiketsu? Blood hemorrhage or a brain hemorrhage, right? Apoplexy, stroke, hemorrhage, cerebral hemorrhage. No iketsu. No iketsu. No iketsu. Okay.
ええ、執筆中に脳一血で。私が原稿を取りに伺った時にはすでに息を引き取られてて。私が原稿を取りに伺った時にはすでに息を引き取られてて。
そうですか。あなたが。それはご苦労でした。これをご霊前に備えてもらえませんか。
ご霊前に。
これをご霊前に備えてもらえませんか。泉岳寺によって買ってきたんです。
泉岳寺。
泉岳寺によって買ってきたんです。ここの豆大福は塩気の塩梅がちょうどいいって。
That's the taste of salt. この豆大福は塩気の塩梅。And that's also seasoning. Okay, seasoning. の塩梅がちょうど。
ここの豆大福は塩気の塩梅がちょうどいいって持ってくと先生いつも喜んでらして。
担当なされてたんですか。
昔の話です。今は地方の名産品を載せるカタログ雑誌を手掛けてまして。今は地方の名産品を載せるカタログ雑誌を手掛けてまして。石田と言います。
赤塚です。赤塚のり子です。
はい。
マスター、焼肉定食。
あ、
2つ。
あいよ。
Yeah, kenpai. Aete no respect. Yeah, so keio. Kanpai. It's, yeah, but but you don't click the drink. It's just unlike Kanpai, you won't. Yeah, so it's yeah, you don't make a sound with the drinks with that. Kenpai. Okay.
今日は本当にお通夜帰りか。
Yeah, so yeah.
今日は本当にお通夜帰りか。
かなりの喪服フェチですよ、あの男。かなりの喪服フェチですよ、あの。
Mof, and make sure fetish. Okay, fetch. Mof fetch.
僕と同じ。かなりの喪服フェチですよ、あの男。
Kind of rude to say, like considering the situation
し
now.
まったものだけが持ち、危険な香りがします。
だとしてもお前の出番はないな。
うん。
二人じゃないか。
それで今の出版社に。
出版社といってもネットと半々で食べていく。
半々で half and half? Yeah, 半々で
食べていくのが出版社といってもネットと半々で食べていくのがやっとという程度なんですよ。
実際に全国回られるんですか？
ええ、まあ業者の中でも特に農家とか酪農家の方は直接。
特に So it's like a agricultural house, farmhouse. There we go. 農家と、酪農家とか酪農家の方は
特に農家とか酪農家の方は直接会って交渉した方が信用してもらえますから。特に農家とか酪農家の方は直接会って交渉した方が信用してもらえますから。
いいですね。自分の頑張りが報われる仕事って。
報われる。頑張りが報われる仕事って。
自分の頑張りが報われる仕事って。
赤塚さん違うんですか？
気づいたんです。作家と二人三脚で作る作品が自分の。
I know it's a three-legged race. Hachoを合わせる。Yeah, cooperation. There we go with a single purpose. Yeah, that's what the second. 二年三脚. You see it before, like, yeah. So maybe I was always not like kind of being a struggle, but I guess it makes more sense like working together for a common cause. It just felt like it's like it'd be more of a struggle to do it that way, but yeah, it sort of makes sense. So 二年三脚. So yeah, so that's one of the problems. Like if you kind of quickly look at it and then maybe misinterpret on how it's trying to be applied in the situation, that can happen. So you want to be kind of careful. And okay, yeah. So for maybe a few times I misunderstood it. Now from here on out, I'll understand. Hey, this means hey, we got to cooperate here. But what if someone works against it? Then it's going to be hard to go forward.
作家と二人三脚で作る作品が自分の子供だって今まで必死にやってきたけど、そんなの幻想っていうかただの。
幻想、phantom illusion. Okay.
そんなの幻想っていうかただの自己満足だなって。
やっぱり思った通りだ。
And there also is a worry, like if if you work for somebody else's business, and it's the question is like how much do you give to it, because you're being paid for your services, your work, and your work is making the place better. You're trying to maybe think of things to improve, because by the business improving, hopefully you yourself improve. if there's an appreciation for what you're offering beyond just the fact of pay. You kind of want to have like not just the fact that you're being paid for your services, but then what you're doing is being appreciated, just as you would appreciate the company for what they're doing for you. Hmm.
自分をおろそかにしていない。自分をおろそかにしていない。あなたを見てそう感じたもんですから。
買いかぶらないでください。
買いかぶらない。
買いかぶらないでください。ささくれだった暮らしをしている女です。
あや。
ささくれだった暮らしをしている女です。
あや。流れが悪い時はじっと身を潜める。流れが悪い時はじっと身を潜める。生き方のフォームさえ崩さなければ。チャンスは必ずやってくるんじゃないですか。
私にできることなんてたかが知れてますよ。
自分の力なんて限りがある。だから人に頼る。それでいいんじゃないかな。
人に頼っても相手に恩返ししたことなんて一度もないかも。親にも。
それでいいんですよ。いつかあなたの助けが必要な人が現れる。その時に力を貸してあげればいい。
はい、お待ち。
ありがとうございます。
では精進落としということで。
はい。はい。
では精進落としということで。
はい。
精進落とし。精進落とし。
はい。
では精進落としということで。
はい。
精進落とし。
思った通りの同じです。
それからのりこちゃん、つきものが落ちたみたいに元気になって。
つきもの？Really? Hmm.
つきものが落ちたみたいに元気になって、喪服着て店に来ることはなくなったんだ。
どっちがいいと思う？
どっちがいいと思う？
私はこちらがいいと思います。
おお、そうか。うん。じゃあこっちの線で。
わかりました。
よろしく。
ちょっといい？
はい。
この男性とお付き合いされてるそうですね。
石田さんが何か？
その男、全国の葬儀場を荒らし回ってる。香典泥棒なんですよ。
香典泥棒。Really? 香典泥棒。
全国の葬儀場を荒らし回ってる香典泥棒なんですよ。
香典泥棒なんですよ。
いつも香典を盗んだ場所で女を口説く。あれ、性癖だな。
性癖。あ、いや、性癖だな。
あれ、性癖だな。
Oh, that sucks. Okay. It's like really no concern about the victim. She's not the only victim, but hmm.
一人は嫌だけど孤独は好きでしょ。
Hmm? Am I misunderstanding what he's saying? Oh. Okay.
一人は嫌だけど孤独は好きでしょ。よかったら一緒に飲みに行きません？
Ah, okay, I see what he's saying. ナンパみたい。
実は僕も最近友人を亡くして一人じゃやりきれなくて誰かと悲しみを分け合えたらなって。
The problem is right now she really is in mourning, so she probably doesn't want it. Not mourning, but depression. Oh boy.
あ、いいです。ごめんなさい。
知ってる店ありますか？
ありますあります。行きましょう。
はあ。そしたら男が一人は嫌だけど孤独は好きと言ったんですね。マスター、お仕事中にすいませんね。
マスター、ごめんなさい。なんだか心細くなっちゃって。
Hmm?
マスター、お仕事中にすいませんね。
マスター、ごめんなさい。なんだか心細くなっちゃって。
何があったんだい？
こちらの女性ね、ラブホテルの前で一緒にいた男性と入るの入らないので激しい攻防戦を繰り広げられていらっしゃる。
Listen. 攻防戦の繰り広げ。
激しい攻防戦を繰り広げられていらっしゃって、それでお連れして事情を伺ってたんです。そしたらね、何でも失恋されたばかりだそうで。
彼のおかげで喪服から卒業できたの。あの人有名な香典泥棒だったんです。
なるほどね。騙されてやけになられて、で雪吊りの男に誘われるがまま 心中お察しいたします。
心中。んMaybe I'm.
心中お察しいたします。
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna stop that there. So we'll say around the 22-minute mark. When you go mark that down real quick. And this is about the yeah, we'll say around the 22-minute mark. All right, cool. All right, there we go. All right, so apologies if yeah, I wasn't really talking too much on this. I was just pretty much just reading and following along with the story, which I think that's good sometimes. I mean, I tend to get a little too talkative, but it might depend on the situation I'm running into. This one, it's like it's really not too much. I'm trying to like make sure I understand the story as said. I mean, it does make sense that okay, she has sort of a she had yeah, it's sort of a personality. Felt like maybe not being appreciated where she works, and met with a person who it seemed to like opened up something about herself. She was appreciative of that, and then it turned out actually he's just a thief, and a very particular type of thief at that. The then what's happening here? Maybe I'm misunderstanding it. It's the Shinchu. That's the part that kind of make me maybe I'm missing something. But yeah, so maybe there would be more to the story in the next parts that are going along. Anyway, so far, but yeah, again, so far it seems pretty good. I don't know if there's going to be like, is there going to be a connecting story here about basically these stories are going to be those that are passing, you know. Um, so I don't know what the second or third story is about, what it's related to, and if there's a theme or something attaching all the stories. Like again, last one it was three stories, but it kind of was attached was this particular, this urn. Um, didn't, again, just nobody knew who it belonged to, so it was just being taken care of. Yeah, so I'm interested. I mean, this was an interesting story so far. Kind of, it would be kind of disturbing if, like, in the middle of work, you discover someone who's passed. That's happened. In fact, that happened recently. Um, I was talking to a friend. He said, yeah, one of his coworkers had passed away, and it was found when he was here long. His family was in the States, but in Japan he was basically on not deployment because it was a government service job, but yeah, so he was working here, what's termed like a geographical bachelor, and so working in Japan, but again passed away, heart attack. But he was found by coworkers when he didn't show up to work, so he went to visit his place, and that's where he was found. So that can happen where in the course of work that you find someone who passed away. Um, of course, in a situation like that, it's a matter of now we transported the body back to the states, which again, I think they try to do that over airplanes, just so it's done quicker. But again, make sure the body is kept cool and chilled, and then for transfer to give a return to the family for funeral for services. Uh, so I've never been in that situation, but obviously you know about people who have, like, obviously there was the friend whose person at work, he wasn't the one who discovered it, but somebody else had discovered that. The other thing obviously is like my wife's aunt, where again comes home, finds that her husband has passed away, um, again, there was the shock like that. That's obviously at a whole other extreme as to what you can experience with that. Which is different than those that are just, those are the sudden deaths, but then there's the ones that are slowly dying, through cancer or illness that you expect it will eventually happen, and then, it might be the family member that, finally discovers when they ultimately do pass, or it might be at a hospital where it's, then obviously the hospitals find out. So that could be, I can imagine the impact on her on that. There's like obviously she's going through a number. I can imagine this could do a number on one psyche. So, you can appreciate, even though, I don't know where the story's going to fully go and conclude with this, but yeah, it's something that's more tragic than anything else. Okay, we'll leave that there. Thank you all very much. This is, we'll come back with part 2, and probably tomorrow is when I'll do that. Parts 2 and 3 for the movie, and then 4 and 5 for the day after that, if all goes well. If the scheduling works out, it should, as I'd imagine it will. For those of you on YouTube, if you enjoyed this, this is Shinya Shokudo episode, the 2016 movie, part 1 of 5. So for those of you on YouTube, if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. Sure. Feedback's welcome. If you enjoy the series, subscribe to see more. If you appreciate what I'm doing to help the Japanese learning community, you can support the Patreon if you'd like. The link's in the description below, as well as links to the website and the community Discord. Finally, if you'd like to hire me on commission, usually the one-on-one to help, usually it's because they're one-on-one to help get started utilizing resources that I talk about now and again. Then the hourly rates and the payments are done via the Patreon as well, but the specific link for that is in the description. All right. Beyond that, thank you all very much for got 3 viewers watching live right now, but again, look forward to it. This has been fun. I've looked back on it. I've done this for about 4 months, and yeah, I still look forward to keep doing it. 4 months as in when I restarted doing this and started making on the daily. And now I'm starting to also see how it's working with where I'm doing the live stream on Twitch and the uploads to YouTube. It looks like the numbers are working out a little bit better as far as for both. So I think that it could work. This is all, hopefully this way will turn out to be a very positive impact. And I also noticed most of the archives on Twitch, they last for about, I want to say 2 weeks, and then they get deleted. So yeah, but anytime I do this, I will be uploading videos, except for the Let's Read Japanese News. Those I won't be archiving. So whatever Twitch keeps until if it goes off Twitch, or someone doesn't create a clip, or if I don't create a highlight, then yeah, those go away, which I don't think is a bad thing. Okay, beyond that, thank you all very much. It's been fun, and I'll see you next time. Later, guys.